Hold on. Here I come. Coming over. All right. Okay, people. Well, hello there. I'm Joe from Vox Victoria. How are ya? Listen, I have this idea and I wanted to sort of run it past you. I was having a conversation with a good friend, a real human being who's a real good friend. We were having dinner there and we were talking about AI and how AI is really replacing people's jobs. We know this firsthand because we've seen it, this friend and I. And we were brainstorming about the possibility of what kind of career, what kind of jobs would a person have once the great AI steamroller flattens off all of civilization. I think for a while there'll be some things that AI can't do, so we were kind of brainstorming. He was like, yeah, I could drive a truck, trash truck or dumpster truck, whatever, I can do that. And I thought, you do dog walking? He said, I know someone who does a dog walking business and she does quite well. And he told me how much money he thinks she makes, and it was quite good, more than money than I'm making. And so those things, like what kind of things could you do? I was like, hey, you could be a residential window washer, go in. I don't think I should wash the outsides. I could do the insides though. So after, when I got home, I kept thinking about this and I thought I hit upon an idea. Now, this was not an original thought on my part. I actually saw a video. There's a fella in Japan. I don't know, I have to find him. I'll try to link it. And he's like a friend for the day. You can rent him. It's like rent a friend or rent a buddy to go to an event. Or you're lonely, you want to go to the museum. So you can rent this guy for the day and he'll go with you. And that's his business, the business model. I will be your rent a friend. So I'm thinking, who wouldn't want to be with me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I had to say it. But when AI takes over and everybody's lonely and they're all on social media and you're kind of craving for human companionship and you got the old-fashioned real live human being that needs to eat, that needs to have water, that needs to go to the bathroom, high maintenance, all that stuff. I'm that guy. But I can carry on a conversation, and I have a wide knowledge of a bunch of different things. And if I don't know what I'm talking about, I can fake it, which is how I got through most of my life. And I do that. That's a skill to learn, by the way. I can do another video on that. But I wanted to ask you people what you thought about this whole concept of me becoming, at some point, a rented friend. Now, of course, you got to build some guide rails in that. No physical contact. That's kind of creepy. No touching or anything like that. You have a handshake. Hi, I'm Joe from the Vox Victoria Rent a Friend company. The agency sent me, and I'm here to meet you. What adventure do you have planned for us today? I've got my sheet that says we're going to the Museum of Fine Arts or the Gardner Museum, or we're going to go to a Celtics game. Is that right? And so let's go. What's your name? Mary, Rita, Josh, Emmett, I don't know, whatever your name is. I won't forget it because I'm a professional. I'm a professional friend and you're paying good money. And that's another thing comes up, like how much would a person charge for that? I mean, realistically, I have to make a living. I have a job now, but AI is probably going to take that job. I'm back. And I'll have to do something else. So I don't think the AI could be nearly as good a friend as I could be to people, And that's the whole business model. You go to my website, you say, I'd like to be Rent Joe for the day as a friend. You fill out a form, because everybody's got to fill out a form, and that gets processed, and all the people who would be working on the Vox Victoria Rent a Friend company, they get round robin into a technician who would process the form, and that workflow would then go to the next person, and they would approve it, and then that workflow would go to the next. See where I'm going with the AI thing of workflow to get your friend to come over to you in person. And then you meet your big adventure, and then it prints out something, or maybe it prints it in the chip, like they put a little wand in the back of my head, and I got a chip there, and I see all the instructions. All of a sudden, whoa, Okay, we're going to the public gardens. We're going to ride the swan boats. Great. Um, you know, that's kind of how I envision it. And then I go, and I'm going to need some food. I'm a plant-based eater. Sorry. Oh, that could kibosh the whole thing, right? Well, we'll see how it goes. And then we go on the big adventure. We go to the Celtics game, the Red Sox game. We go to a concert. We'll go to a concert and see Coldplay. That'd be great. And I'm your friend. And how much? How much for the day? How much per hour? Like a minimum. Got to have like 4 hours. That'd be it, right? I think longer than that, though, would be too much. Like 8 hours with your friend for the day. I'd start getting weary. People do need alone time. So I have to strike a balance in there. Maybe it's a minimum of 2 hours and then a maximum of 5 hours, right? So you go off on the adventure and you meet the person and hopefully they're having a great time. I mean, I put my heart and soul into it. If I got a job to do, I really put myself in. And the money piece aside, because I got to earn a living here, I really would genuinely try to be the person's friend. Is that kind of weird, this whole concept? I think it is. I think it's unnecessary and weird. But let me know what you think. I mean, I hope the world's not heading in that direction. I hope people can just sort of organically have friends the way we've always done it since the dawn of time. One person comes out, the first person on Earth, by himself, and he looks over, hey, the person looks like me. Could it be? And they go over and they're friends, first friends, and it's great. And I've got many, many friends that I'm happy with. But yeah, I just wanted to think about this business model-wise, what you think, the AI is coming in. And honestly, I'm thinking of everything I do, and it's going to be replaced by AI. I mean, I see it happening now at work. They're just shopping people. Well, we're going to build an AI agent to do their jobs. And I'm like, what? How's that going to work? How am I supposed to go to lunch with that AI agent? You chopped all my friends. And then I start to think, well, of course, I'll be able to have lunch with my friends, real people, who used to work at the company, because I'm going to get laid off by AI. So I'm trying to get out in front of this AI thing and trying to work around it and, survive. Because I'm a survivor. I'm really hard to kill. I've been living a long, long time, and death has come for me a number of times, but I've skirted it. Okay, so again, let's review here. The concept is rent a friend here in the United States, not Japan. Would it work? How much would you charge? And would it be creepy? Would people go for it? I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, people. I'm kind of kidding about this whole thing. It's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing, so maybe don't take it too seriously. But what I'd like you to do today is get out with your real human being friends. Send them a text, send them an email, give them a call, go to a game with them, have lunch with them, have tea with them. They're really going to appreciate it. They really are. They're going to appreciate your company like I appreciate your company. All right, off I go. I'm Joe from Vox Pictoria, your dear, dear friend. Bye now. Take care of one another. Do something nice for one another. And, if you got an army or a military, don't be blowing each other up. That's going to screw things up. That's going to divide our friends. Okay, bye.